Hi guys, this is Laura with Duarte Valley Homestead. I'm going to be giving you a tour. Oh, that was cute. Tour of our little homestead, video by video. I'll kind of go over the different sections. In my chicken video, I already introduced you to Olaf. He's our very proud rooster. Very good rooster. Okay, here's a pen that we currently have 5 Nigerian dwarfs and a Nubian in. Let's see if we can get in here, show you this a little better. That's Elsa. We didn't name her. We bought her that way. She's a registered Nigerian dwarf, and these 3 girls, little ones, are her babies. Let me get out of the... I'm going to stop casting a shadow on everything. That's Little Bit. She's like half the size of her sisters, if you can tell. She's a sweetie. Moonbeam. Right here is Zoe. Hi, girls. This is Anna. She's actually giving us some milk, but we're trying to dry her off because we just bred her. Hi. Aren't you guys all jealous? You're standing on my pants. You're getting my pants all dirty. But we just bred her to our little Nigerian dwarf buck. I'll introduce you to them later. But she's giving about 3 cups a day of milk off of just one milking. You can't jump on me. I'm not a log. And that right there is Midnight. As you can see, we're trying different methods that we've seen on different YouTube videos for feeders. This one's great because they don't necessarily lose a lot of hay out of it, but as you can see, it's built up enough that Midnight thinks that she needs to... Hi, Zoe. Midnight thinks she needs to go on her knees. I saw something on Michigan Snow Pony's site for a minimum waste feeder. This is working great because they don't necessarily lose as much feed. Olaf, you're not helping with the video making. We don't necessarily lose as much feed with this. However, the problem that we've come across, you can see it's starting to rub the fur. Hey, Midnight. You can see it's rubbing the fur off her nose. And it's doing something similar with our bucks. So we're going to have to change this. We're currently playing with ideas. But it's great because we took a 55-gallon barrel, cut it in half. Here's the little butt that likes to stick his head in the milk bucket because he thinks the milk's all for him. His name's Sickle. His sister's name is Cream. My husband named him. I'll sneak back out here. He'll get right on the stand with her. But let me push this down so they're not fighting with it as much. So it's closer to the fence. But yeah, the problem I found with this feeder, we used zip ties, made a lid, put it on the fence. But yeah, it's just, see, look at Elsa's nose. Even her nose has got a rub mark. So I've got to come up with a different kind of feeder because the woven fence is just kind of brutal on them. But yeah, these are some of our girls. Our other 3 those ones are actually kind of mean to, are over this way. We're doing kind of like a rotational grazing, but we don't have fencing around our property to do this. So what we did, you can see that we got these cattle panels. And this is our loudmouth, Nefertiti. This is Cleo, that's Snow. Because my husband didn't want me to name her Delilah, I named her brother Samson. Kind of got a package deal for Snow, Samson, and our other buck, Hershey. Hi, Cleo. But we're doing, as you can see, we put woven wire on here. Because apparently, our girls are escape artists. They were getting out of it. We did have it only to the 3rd rung up, but they were still getting out. So we had to go up to the next rung, and they've yet to get out, luckily. So what we're doing is, these are real lightweight, and we got them from Murdoch's. So we just moving them around to let them graze on whatever's left. They're actually grazing the weeds even though they're starting to dry up. Thank you, fall and winter. And once they're done with one area, we've actually put them in the field, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of trees that are no longer green out in the field. It's because these lovely ladies have devoured them. But we actually got a steal of a deal on these panels. They were going on closeout at Murdoch's, and they were going to go for $20 a panel. But if you bought in bulk, they were only $15 each. So we got 16 of them. As you can see over there by where the cats are playing, by the other goat pen, there's still 4 left with some, well, woven wire. We like the woven because it has a little bit of flex to it, and we don't have to worry about them popping. But we've still got 4 more panels to do. Our other panels are currently being occupied by sheep. But let's go over. I'm trying not to shake this too much. I know I get motion sickness. And yeah, it's still shaking really bad. I get motion sickness, and even with wobbly videos, I can get nauseous. I get car sick. I'm special. I can't play most video games. I've tried. Like Halo? No way. Introduce you to our bucks, and then I'll make a separate video for our sheep. Okay, over here we have Mr. Churro. He's our little registered Nigerian dwarf buck. He thinks he's a dog, and he's really stinky right now. There's Hershey. He's 3/4 Oberhausley and 1/4 Nubian. We got Ramses, who's Nubian, and then Samson, who is a Saanen, if I hadn't already mentioned that. But these are our bucks. We got Hershey as part of a deal with Samson and Snow. We got them from a progressive Amish gal in our town. She's been raising goats for about 20 years, and yeah, see, we got the feeder over here too, and it's really, I'm not really happy with it. She's been raising the goats for about 20 years, and yeah, they were doing great. I'll have to do a video and talk about the production she was telling us about. Or I'll just go ahead and tell you now. That works too. Try to keep this steady. But she was actually going to keep that buck, Hershey. He's a little shy. I almost named him Jack B. Nimble because he's really quick. She was going to keep him. He's actually descented. The only one of our bucks that's descented and dehorned. Mr. Churro was dehorned twice, but that didn't work out so well. Our other 2 boys are dehorned. Yeah, we got him from the other side of the mountain. We're on the western slope of Colorado, so other side means eastern slope. But she was going to keep Hershey as a replacement buck, and she was going to keep Snow as a doe. But the lady, she was 7.5 months pregnant when I first put a deposit on the 3 goats together. And she was 8.5 months pregnant when we actually went and picked them up. She has 4-year-old twins, a 2-year-old son, and then she had a new baby on the way. So she was downsizing a little bit. Otherwise, she would have kept Hershey and Snow. And Snow and Samson's mom were giving almost a gallon of milk a day, one milking, and she gets refreshed once every 3 years, and she had trouble drying her up to breed her for Samson and Snow. And their grandmother was 14 years old, hadn't been fresh in the 3 years, and was still giving 3/4 a gallon a day. I'm really hoping to make goat milk soap. I'd like to make some ice cream. I've done butter before. I've done cheese. I like the fresh milk, and excess can go to the chickens and turkeys, so I'm not really worried about it. But just like to thank you for watching, and I'll give you an update and show you some of our other animals. Thank you. Hi guys, this is Laura from Duarte Valley Homestead. Here's our sheep. They're kind of skittish. I have no clue what the white and the red one are. We picked them up as butcher lambs for $60 each. And the red one, her name is Big Red. My husband wanted to keep her and breed her. The little white one that's trying to hide back there, she was going to be her name is first to go because, well, we were planning on eating her, and then my husband decided we wanted to breed her. And then that's Patches, way in the back over there. Let me see if you can see my finger. Nope, there, right there, you can see her head. She's a lot bigger. She's a Catadin Dorper cross with a hint of Suffolk way back in the line because they had a Suffolk ram at one point. She's much calmer than the other two. You can actually take a tree branch and feed her leaves off of it, and she'll eat it. We think she may be pregnant, which would be awesome. And we're not sure if Big Red is or not. We don't think first to go is. Our ram, he's normally in the pen with them, but he's over this way. Let's take a walk. He's hanging out in some of our modified cattle panels with a couple of our friends' sheep. Over here, there's our ram. He's gorgeous. His name is Ramalama Ding Dong. My husband actually let me name him that. But he is also a Catadin Dorper cross, naturally polled, but he keeps growing those little stubs that apparently fall off. I don't know. They're starting to get bigger. Don't know. But he is a gorgeous, very docile ram. He has never tried to headbutt us. And he's wary of us, but if you're by the other sheep, he's okay. He's just cautious and wary. Those two girls are not ours. Our friend brought them over to breed. This one right here. She was in heat when she showed up, and Ramalama Ding Dong did his thing quite a few times, so we're going to keep them until she's supposed to go into another heat cycle, which I don't think is going to be the case, because he got her a lot. This is her daughter. She's almost as big as her mother. They decided to try to breed her, but she has not shown signs of heat. And Ramalama Ding Dong, he's tried to woo her, but we haven't seen any action from that. But she's a sweetie. Not ours again. They're just here in a temporary little closing. We kept it 9x9 by it's 5-foot cattle panels, but it's a 9x9. We stuck a tarp over it because we had rain the other day, so to keep them dry. Stuck in a feeder. They've got a water over in that corner. It's so that he can do his thing. His owners, that's what they wanted, was a smaller space, so that they made sure that Ramalama Ding Dong got the ewes. All right. Thanks for watching.